So boom, right? It was about year 7000 BC, before Christ, or BH, before Horus, whatever you want to call it. And I was in a jungle, and then it was a pterodactyl, and the pterodactyl was flying. Like, pterodactyls is huge and stuff, so the pterodactyl was flying. And then I seen a dinosaur over there, and I had a laser gun. I was the only one back in that town that had a laser gun, cause I constructed it myself. It was this one day, and the sun was shining, and it was shining real bright, and I had like this metal black tray, and then the sunlight was like attracting towards the black tray, and then it was this beam of light, a beam of sun ray, and then I got one of those little container things that trap in the light, and then I contained it, and then I used that as the little ammunition clip for my laser gun. But I was moving through the jungle, and then that's when I seen the pterodactyl flying, and the pterodactyl was trying to get me, and there was a dinosaur over there, and I didn't have no more. I was going to shoot the pterodactyl with my laser gun, but I didn't have no more laser ammo. I had used it all, so I'm running, and the pterodactyl's trying to get me, so I'm running back to this hut that I created, because I was the medicine man. I had a village, and I was going out. I had to leave the village. It was a bunch of sick people in my village, so I was leaving the village to go get the medicine, or the herbs in the jungle, so that way I could take it back to the village and then heal the sick people, you know what I'm saying? But as I'm moving through the jungle, and then there's a pterodactyl trying to get me. I see it's trying to get me, so then I start running real fast. I start running to the hut, and then boom, I'm getting to the hut. I see the pterodactyl getting closer, and I got a bunch of stuff in my hut, you know what I'm saying? I've been sitting there for a minute, and then boom, I'm running, pterodactyl getting closer. Boom, I slide in the hut, and then that's when the pterodactyl just it clipped my shirt. The pterodactyl beak clipped my shirt, and my hut wasn't that large yet, cause I had just built it. So I jumped in the hut, and the pterodactyl just missed me, and then I peeked my head out the hut, and then the pterodactyl coming back. So I'm like, hold on, my hut, and it ain't long enough. So boom, I grab my shovel in my hut, and I'm trying to get in the hut, so that way the pterodactyl can't get me. So boom, I'm like ducking, and the beak fly by, and then the beak miss me, and then it go back around, then try and come get me again. So boom, I'm digging the hut. I'm like dodging, digging the hut, and then as soon as I get like in the hut, it start raining. So then I'm like, oh shit, cause now the hut start closing, cause you know the mud, when the dirt gets heavy, it starts falling in. So then it's getting down. I'm like, fuck, what I'm about to do, cause I can't leave, cause if I run out, then the pterodactyl gonna get me. But if I stay in here, I might be able to stay in here for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm in the hut, and then I'm just chilling, right, cause the pterodactyl can't get me, but it's trying to stick its beak in, and then it put its beak in the hut, and it's trying to like get me, but then it couldn't get me. Because its beak, it got stuck in the mud, cause it turned from dirt to mud, cause it was raining. So then its beak got stuck in the mud. So then I took my little hammer, and then I like hit the beak. I hit the beak, and then the beak had broke off. And then boom, the pterodactyl like fly away or whatever, something like that. So I'm like, fuck. So like now, like I got all this mud, and I'm like stuck in this hut. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, shit, I gotta get out of here. So I'm waiting for the pterodactyl to fly all the way away, you know what I'm saying? So then boom, I'm like digging up the hut a little bit, you know what I'm saying, so that way I can get out. And then boom, I look up, the pterodactyl's still there. So I'm like, fuck, I'm finna wait. Like I'm finna wait a little while. So I wait like a day or something like that. And then boom, I start taking my way out the hut. And then I'm like poking it up, and then I look out, and then I'm like looking for the pterodactyl. I don't see the pterodactyl anywhere, and the skies are cleared up and stuff. So I'm like, boom, I like peek my head off the hut, and then that's when I see a whole bunch of conquistadors and stuff. Like they was like trying to take over this area. So I'm like, fuck, cause I need some water, because I've been stuck in this hut. So I'm like really like thirsty. I'm like dehydrated. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta go find some water. So then, but I'm like, shit, all these conquistadors is here. I can't leave yet, because if I leave, they gonna get me. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, fuck, what I'm gonna do? So I'm like, cool, I'm gonna sit in this hut until nighttime, once it turns nighttime, because they was setting up a camp. So I'm like, boom, by the time it turns nighttime, they'll be sleeping in the camp, and then I'll be able to sneak out the hut and then leave and then go to the lake and get some water and then go back to the village. But then, boom, so I'm waiting till it gets night. It gets night, and then I crawl outside. I'm peeking out my head out the hut. I'm like, is it safe? Because I hear the zzz, the Z's, they snoring and shit. And I'm peeking my head out the hut. I'm like, is it safe to go? And then I see, like, outside the village, that's where, like, the conquistadors on, like, the horses is. So they, like, watching, they keeping guard while the other ones is asleep, so that way no one sneak attacks the conquistadors, right? So I'm like, fuck, if I get out of here, I'm gonna have to get past these conquistadors on the horses that's, like, keeping guard, keeping watch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck, how I'm finna do this? So boom, I'm peeking out the hut. And then boom, I climb out the hut, and then I'm like sneaking around, like, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when because the conquistadors are sleeping, so I'm like sneaking around, like, fuck, how I'm gonna get past this conquistador on the horse? So then that's when I took my little knife that I had carved, you know what I'm saying, out of tree bark and fucking what's them things called, and dinosaur hooves. So I had carved me a little thing. So I'm sneaking up behind the conquistador, and I'm like right under the horse. And then I'm like, fuck, how I'm finna do this? So then, boom, I grab the conquistador leg, and I like that. And then the conquistador fall off the horse, and I like stab him in his neck. I'm like, shh. And then he's dead. He's like, ah, he's like yelling. And then the horse starts yelling. I'm like, fuck, I'll try to jump on the horse. The horse wouldn't let me jump on the horse. So then, boom, I start running towards the lake, because I'm like, fuck, they gonna hear him. The sleeping soldiers, they gonna hear him. So I'm running towards the lake. I'm running. Woo, 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 woo. The lake like 300 yards, like 3 football fields away from the little camp they set up. So I'm running. Boom, I'm running. And then I get to the lake, and like as I look back, now all the soldiers is like lined up. All that is sleeping in the camp, they all lined up. They're like, what the fuck had happened? So I'm like, fuck, I'm like drinking the water real quick, because I'm dehydrated. I'm drinking the water, and they look over and they see me. I'm like, oh shit. So then boom, I take off. I'm running towards the village. They're like, hey, get him. And I'm like running towards the village. I'm like, boom, I get back to the village. And then boom, they start following me over there. And then as soon as I get to the village, I'm like, yo, I explained to my village people what had happened. I'm like, yo, I was going to get the herbs. And then I came back to the village, and then there was conquistadors. They were sitting up there, and they like, oh, cool. So then, boom, they already set up, because it's their village. They set up, they like, boom, they assemble. You know what I'm saying? Because mine, it was a shamanic village, you know what I'm saying? And then, motherfucker, it was like Native American village and shit. So then, boom, the conquistadors is coming, and then they see, like, they outnumbered and shit like that. So then, because we already set up, this already our village. So then, boom, they take off the other way. But I'm like, shit, I already know they plotting, because they not just gonna let me take out one of their people and like not do nothing about it. So I'm like, shit, I already know they fucking plotting. So I'm like, fuck, we gotta be ready, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling my villagers, and then I'm healing, I'm like getting the herbs for the sick people, you know what I'm saying, taking care of them. And then boom, I already know they finna try and sneak attack. So later on, they trying to sneak attack. I seen it coming. I was like, nah, they finna come back. I know they finna come back. And they like, yeah, you right, because they not gonna let them get away with this. So I'm like, boom, all right. So boom, we setting up, boom. So now I've been getting my laser ammo from the sun, you know what I'm saying? I done set up the metal things. I'm getting the laser from the thing. I'm the only one that had designed this back in this time, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I know they coming back to the village. So boom, I was like, it's something about it. They not gonna come right now, because they know. So they probably gonna come, like, they gonna get more people, and then they gonna come back. That's what they gonna try and do. So boom, I'm like, they probably gonna come about a week. They gonna give people time to assemble and stuff like that. They gonna get more. They conquistadors. So boom, sure enough, boom, they try and do a sneak attack at night. But I was ready. I had the laser gun. I seen them coming, because I had the little telescope thing. So boom, I seen them coming from a while away, right? They was coming. So I'm like, I'm like shooting little laser guns and shit. They like falling off the horses and shit. They like, damn, this nigga real and shit. So boom, they try and attack my village and shit. I'm like, hell no, I ain't fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, they start attacking. And I'm like, oh shit. They like shooting like little cannon things from way over there. I'm like, oh shit. So boom, the village started destroying the shit. I'm like, hold on, nah, we ain't finna go out like this. And then boom, they had took out a whole bunch of village people. So I'm like, nah, fuck that, boom. So I'm like shooting them with my laser gun and shit. But then they like outnumbering this and shit. So I'm like, boom, we gonna have to take off. Because they had brought a whole bunch of more people. So I'm like, boom, we gotta take off. And then, so boom, we going to our main village, you know what I'm saying? We was just in the little outskirt village. So boom, we get to our main village, you know what I'm saying? Then they come there. Now we taking them all out. We got all these people. We taking them all out, bro. Like, that shit was really crazy, bro. Like, so then boom, after we had took out the village, that's when I had got a call from my multi-dimensional partners, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a multi-dimensional being, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I had got a call. So they was like, boom, build up the time machine, then boom, zip into the dimension. This dimension we in, we got some intergalactic warfare we taking care of. We need your help, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool, let me build up the thing. So then I went and got the little design and shit. They sent me the blueprint of the time machine dimension thing to build from their dimension. So they sent it to me. They sent it via like satellite like intuition receptor, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, so I built it up, and then as boom, I jump in a little time machine. I jump into like some other dimension the dimension coordinates that they told me to go to. So boom, I get there, and it's all kind of warfare, bro. Like, they got like UFOs like doing all kind of crazy shit. So like boom, they hitting each other with UFOs. They having all kind of warfare, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they was fighting for planet, like I think planet Nibiru 3 or something like that. They was fighting for that planet. So then boom, they needed my help. So then boom, you know, I slide through, and I got my little laser. Except this laser in this dimension, like it's like a soul thing. Like, it ain't even, it's like an invisible laser. Like, it's some crazy shit, my nigga. Like, I take the laser, and then it got the little trigger on it, and I pull the trigger, and it's like an invisible layer. It's just a laser. It's like a super energy thing, and the energy, it don't even hit your body. It just hit your soul. You know what I'm saying? It just hit you right in the soul, and then it evaporates your soul and put it in the little gun. You know what I'm saying? But we only taking the evil souls, and then we take the soul, and then once we shoot the soul, it sends them into another dimension where they can fix they soul. You know what I'm saying? Get their soul right. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm like, I'm fucking them up, my nigga. Like, when I say I'm fucking them up, my nigga, I'm fucking them up. That shit dead, but I'm fucking these niggas. Boom, like, so my laser gun, it's like running out of souls that it could put in a gun, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck, what's going on? And I'm looking around, and all my other multi-dimensional homies, they had got them, right? So then I see all these other ones. I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on, my nigga? It's just me versus all them, and my gun. So I'm like, fuck. So then boom, I went and got the little dimension thing, and then boom, I jumped through the portal, came back into the dimension I was in when I was fighting the conquistadors, you know what I'm saying? And then boom, so boom, I jumped back into the thing. I'm like, that was crazy, my nigga. That was crazy. I'm like, and then I'm like getting calls and shit from the multi-dimensional beings. They had sent them to another dimension and shit. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? They like, bro, woo. So I'm like, oh shit, this like war, you know what I'm saying? So next thing I know, they like, bro, watch out. They got your coordinates. So I'm like, fuck. So then boom, I start looking up, and then these motherfuckers just like falling. They like falling. They had came into this dimension as and they took shape and form as like new conquistadors. I was like, fuck, it was them the conquistadors from earlier. So I'm like, fuck, boom. So then I'm in my village. So then boom, we in the big village. So these motherfuckers just falling out the sky. We just picking them off. Pew, 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 pew. We just picking them off. Pew, pew, pew. Right? Boom. That was that war. We had took care of them motherfucker, boy. Shit. That shit was crazy. My homie was calling me from the other multi-dimension. They were like, damn, bro, like we were watching that shit on that multi-dimensional TV, and your shit, nigga, y'all nigga was cold out like shit. You feel me? Then boom, I'm back to healing my people. I got the urge, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that shit was crazy, my nigga. Turns out those conquistadors, they was really you know what I'm saying? They was really other dimensional beings, and they was coming disguised as conquistadors. They was trying to get me for, you know, some shit that had happened eons ago and shit, but it was really their fault. They was just disguised, and they was trying to take me out in this one. So I seen that shit coming, you know what I'm saying? This war, it just shows this war is bigger than the physical, you know what I'm saying? By the way, this ain't nothing but CBD herbs. I talk like that normally. This don't even get you high.